welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to start a new session, like a podcast series, and we are very good honored to welcome Sahaj Bana in our YouTube channel. So welcome Sahaj to our YouTube channel, and I hope you are doing well, and it's very excited. I'm very excited to share conversation with you.
Right. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah. सो हम जस्ट एक्चुअली स्टार्ट करेंगे कि आपके चाइल्डहुड मेमोरीज से कि व्हाट योर चाइल्डहुड मेमोरीज आर एंड हाउ योर चाइल्डहुड from the childhood you become this current whatever your position is. So what are your turning points and
Right.
how what will be the factor that affect to the overall growth of the career? So that would like to
Right.
start with.
Understood. ठीक है. So it's not that big of a story. बहुत छोटी सी story है. So I was born in Hapur. It's in Uttar Pradesh, UP. Then when I was in fifth standard, I believe fifth or sixth, I moved to Uttarakhand. It is near Hapur only, not very far, maximum like 200 kilometers or something. Then I moved here, and that's the initial part of the things that I remember. Post that, I went for PCM in 10th and 12th. Then life happened. I had to move to commerce. Then I completed my bachelor's in commerce back in 2017. Post that, I joined a recruitment firm, Danpul. So this is where I got to know about everything related to interview, job search, hiring, how industry works, how the entire corporate world works. So that was the starting point when I realized that these are the things that I'm interested in. So that was the start. Post that, I spent like good amount, like 2 or 3 years hiring for mainly big fours, PwC, EY, KPMG, Grant Thornton, and all of these firm in various profile. So वहां से मुझे अपना major experience मिला. So after that period ki I was hiring for a while, I thought ki I'll have to start something of my own. Then I get up. I thought कि करने से पहले, start करने से पहले, let's check कि मैं ये कर सकता हूँ या नहीं. So I posed a few people, got a few client, hired, was a bit successful. So I thought कि yeah, this is something that I can do for myself, and maybe I can grow this. So मैंने वो start करा, and that was in like Fab March 2020. So I left my job, I quit, and I was like full on ki this is what I want to do. So let's do it. But then the pandemic happened and everything went down. So मेरे hiring plans, मेरे सारे clients, सब कुछ whatever there was, it was at a like a full stop कि नहीं, this is it. इससे आगे there's nothing more. But I was lucky, although this may sound very unlucky कि सब कुछ start करें सब कुछ बंद हो गया. But I was lucky because मुझे client लाने के लिए I knew कि I had to build a personal brand. If I can reach to more and more and more people through LinkedIn, through professional platform, बहुत सारी मुझे leads मिल जाएंगी and I can convert them.
Correct.
So वो मैं prepare कर रहा था on the side. So when everything was down, I still had my personal brand. I still had my network. I I was getting good amount of engagement, not a lot, but like 150 views, which was good enough for me at that time. So when everything went down, I used to write about job search. I used to write about resume. कि I'm hiring, and I would repeatedly see कि यार सबने उल्टे सीधे email लिख रखे हैं. They'll be like rock star something or
इसमें
this or
इसमें
that.
just एक मेरा
So I
क्वेश्चन.
used to go on LinkedIn.
Yeah. So in between, just
Yeah,
one question is, so how do you motivate yourself in that lockdown period? कि अभी अभी just आपने start किया था and then suddenly lockdown happened. So what will be the your motivation या starting wake up कैसे होते थे कि आज ये करना है? How's that wake up call, or how do you follow that motivation in that period? बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम जब ऐसा होता है तो
right.
लोग मोटिवेशन एंड फॉलो भूल जाते हैं एंड दे जनरली गो इन अ शेल
True.
और दे सेड कि अरे अभी ये नहीं होगा एंड देन I try my best then वो there so how do you motivate in during that time?
Right. So what I did was कि motivation was not that big of a caution for me because मेरे पास option ही नहीं था. Either you
Oh,
earn something or you are at a very bad situation. So it was like motivation नहीं, it was more of a like you could say big problem. If I'm not earning anything right now, if I'm not walking, if I'm not doing something really well, and if I don't do it very soon, I'm going to be in big problems, right? So I had a lot of responsibility and they motivated me a lot. So they motivate
okay,
all our Indians. So that was the same thing for me. There was like no external motivation or something like that. And I knew कि कुछ करना पड़ेगा और कुछ जल्दी करना पड़ेगा. So I thought कि मेरे पास क्या options है, what are the good things that I have. So first was to check क्या skill है, मैं कैसे value provide कर सकता हूँ बाकी लोगों को, other than hiring and recruitment, क्योंकि उस
oh,
टाइम पे everything was like at zero. कोई
correct,
hiring was a negative only. जो मैं प्रोफाइल भी हायर कर रहा था, माई क्लाइंट सेड कि नहीं अभी तो कुछ नहीं, अभी तो आप रुक जाओ 2-3 महीने जब तक सारी चीजें ठीक नहीं होती हैं.
ठीक नहीं हुई, करेक्ट,
एंड सारी चीजें तो अभी भी 2 साल हो गए ठीक नहीं हुई है.
ठीक नहीं हुई, एग्री,
So I knew कि ये ये लंबा खींचेगा. So I had my personal brand. I had a couple of thousand of people on LinkedIn, and then I knew inside out the hiring structure, how things work. और उस टाइम पे सबसे बड़ी जो प्रॉब्लम थी लोगों की, that was related to job only. हर किसी को जॉब चाहिए थी और उस टाइम पे कोई जॉब नहीं थी. So I thought कि ठीक है, let's just help them out. And honestly, ऐसा plan नहीं था कि I will move into the job search consulting part. I will help people get into Big Four. I'll help people get into Apple or Goldman or JP Morgan or BCG and all these firms. ऐसा कोई कभी plan नहीं था. It was just कि ठीक है, let's do something because this is the only thing I can see. बाकी बहुत सारे कोई options थे नहीं. So that's what I did. मैं post and all I used to write them each and every day for almost 1.5 year. कभी ऐसा भी नहीं हुआ कि मैंने एक भी पोस्ट या एक भी डे मिस कर दिया हो. And the entire focus of my post was to provide value कि मैं कैसे ही बता सकता हूँ कि they can improve their resume, they can improve their interview, they can improve their job search strategy. अब लाइन के अलावा वो क्या ट्राई कर सकते हैं जब
क्या कर
पेंडेमिक
सकते
में सब कुछ बंद है. हाँ, so what they can do and get a job. So that used to be my primary focus. While doing that, I used to help a lot many people. I would do free resume review. I would do free LinkedIn review. I would answer all of their question. I also made a pact कि doesn't matter मेरे पास कितने response या फिर कितने comments या फिर कितने text आ रहे हैं, I would make sure that I will reply to each and every one of them.
I think
So
that is
that
the one
is
of the
how
key
I
parameter
started
in
things.
that is the one of the key parameter in your career branding. So you have to active on a LinkedIn in every day or every in certain frequency. So that is one, I think, one of the key factor in the LinkedIn branding. What your say is
Very true. Yeah. Consistency is the only thing that will take you somewhere. ऐसे नहीं आप एक दिन जिम चले गए और आपकी सिक्स पैक बन गई, राइट? You might have to spend years and years and years to be in the shape that you want to be. So वही चीज पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग के साथ है, वही चीज सक्सेस के साथ है. That's what I believe at least, right? Not very sure, could be different for different people. So then I thought कि like I used to help people. Then there were a few people who were like कि says you make my resume, and I was like नहीं, I don't make resume, I don't do all of these things. आप बना लो, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ आपको क्या करना है, मैं रिव्यू कर लूंगा आपने सब ठीक करा या नहीं. But there was just a few people who used to force me a lot, and I had to say yes in the end कि ठीक है, I'll do it. Then what I created it. Then they were so impressed by the resume कि that person told his friend कि I got my resume from this person. He's really good at what he does. Maybe if you're looking for a job, you can check with him. Then मेरे पास second client आया through my first client. Then I did the same thing with my second client. So my second client got me my third client.
Oh,
So the first was through personal branding, second was through word of mouth, third was through word of mouth. Then I posted about it, ki how these things happen. And then I started to get a lot of leads. So I thought, ki, "ठीक है, let's help people professionally." So I would make their resume. They would get great interview call, like from best of the best companies, like Microsoft, JP Morgan, all the name that you might have heard. Then what would happen? They would not get the job. And I was like, phew, bhai, like you're getting a call and all. Then they're like, pata nahi, like I did my best in the interview, but still they went with someone else, or मुझे बताया भी नहीं क्या feedback थे and all. So like यही leads है मेरे पास. And so this was one part of the problem. They're struggling with the interview part. Second part was there were some people जिनमें loopholes थे in their career. Loopholes could be कि किसी ने 4-5 साल से काम नहीं करा है. Someone is trying to change their career. Someone is from like tier 3 or कोई भी बगैर tier का college, and they are targeting like Apple, Amazon, BCG, McKinsey, Bain and all. So that was second problem. वहाँ पे you cannot just apply and get a call. बहुत ही like I would say even like there are just 1-2% chances of getting an interview call directly, and that would be provided you have great skills, provided you have mentioned them really well in your resume. एंड सो आई यूज टू टेल देम कि ठीक है आप अप्लाई मत करो, आप ये वाला रास्ता ट्राई करो, आप रेफरेंस ट्राई करो, आप इंफॉर्मेशनल इंटरव्यू ट्राई करो, बट दे वुड फेल इन दैट एज वेल. सो देयर वाज वन पर्सन, शी रीच्ड आउट टू मी एंड शी सेड कि सर मुझे आप एंड टू एंड बता दो कि मुझे नाम कैसे लिखना है रेज्यूमे पे टिल द एंड of the salary negotiation and everything in between. So I told her, and it went really well for her. So I thought ki theek hai, let's help everyone. They're struggling a lot. I'm also not doing like anything, to be honest, at that time. So I had a lot of time. So I created a schedule where I literally started from how to write your name on the resume, how to write your introduction title, then bullet points, then numbers, then action verb, then keywords, then ATS, then cover letter, then LinkedIn profile creation, then LinkedIn profile branding, then how they can put like how they can get more and more reach, how they can get referral, how they can target people, how they can target companies, who are the people who will really help them, then how they can prepare for an interview, how they can prepare for a specific company, a specific profile, and then how they can stand out, how they can do salary research, try and understand how much they can ask, how they can negotiate. And I created a full plan. So I posted about it here. If you are looking for professional help, you can reach out to me. I did, and I didn't do it on my LinkedIn as well. I was like, yeah, I don't do this. Maybe लोगों को पसंद नहीं आएगा, right?
correct.
So I did it on my Instagram, and the response was great. Like in terms of result, not just people appreciating me. Yes, I don't think I've ever gotten one rating or 2 star or 3 star. Always there's been majority for like 80-90% of the people 5 star and then 4, but not counting that, counting the result. They tried the things, and then the companies and the salaries and the hike they were able to break. So it worked really well. Then I think let's try it again. Then there were some people who went into like BlackRock. There were 3-4 people from the same batch who went into Big Four, and so on. Many brands. Then I thought, okay, let's also do it on LinkedIn. So then I kept on doing it, kept on improving as well. I was really worried about the feedback. Are you getting what I'm trying to teach? Okay, you got it. What else you need? What do you think I can do to help you even more?
तो
So
इसमें
they used to
इसमें
tell us,
एक
he
पॉइंट
says,
है,
like one example would be,
या इसमें एक पॉइंट आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क इज कि क्या क्या
yeah,
पार्ट है जो पीपल ऑलवेज फेल करते एंड दे डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड कि because of this failure we are not getting a right company or right resume or right cover letter, because it is a very long process from your starting of searching to the recruit in a one company. So what generally क्या क्या
right.
3 or 4 things रहेंगे जो people always say कि they are failure, they always there is a loophole और failures होते हैं उसमें. What do you think इसमें क्या होता है उनके पास?
Right. So for most people, the problem is with the approach of how they approach their resume creation, how they approach their job search. अभी मैं किसी से भी पूछूंगा what sort of resume you need, they'll be like मुझे बहुत अच्छी template चाहिए. Like if I can get a really good resume template, I can get a job. Not going to work. I can give you the world most perfect resume template and it's not going to work. What really matter is the content that you write in your resume. So content पे focus ना करके, keywords पे focus ना करके, they used to focus on really good template. So that approach is wrong. Second approach, the same thing with job search. They think कि when I say आपको job ढूंढनी है, what do you get in your mind? Majority of the people are like कि job ढूंढनी है, I'll go and I'll apply. Like this, they look for an apply button. कि I just can apply, and then just
और
wait
they
for a
मतलब
call.
वो
I
जॉब
call it
प्रोफाइल के डिटेल
spray
में नहीं
and
जाते.
pray
इन
method.
सेंस वी कैन से कि जॉब प्रोफाइल के
Right,
डिस्क्रिप्शन पूरा नहीं जाते वो.
right. So description भी, I would say the third problem. Second would be the approach in terms of कि उनका जो ध्यान रहता है that is on finding a opening, कि मुझे opening दिख जाए, मुझे पता चल जाए ये लोग हायर कर रहे हैं, या मुझे यहाँ पे जॉब पोर्टल पे ये apply button दिख जाए या easy apply and all. So their process is I'll spray hundreds of application, apply, and then I'll just pray for a call. And spray and pray don't really work,
करेक्ट.
right?
एग्री.
So that is the second problem. First is approach to resume. Second is approach to job search. And
जॉब
the
सर्च.
third problem is what you just said. कि clarity नहीं है. They'll be like, I know people who are like कि अब मुझे IT में काम करना है. And I'll be like, okay, IT में क्या करना है आपको? They'll be like कुछ भी. And I'm like, ऐसे नहीं होता. You have to find what in IT. You have to find what in terms of finance, in terms of investment banking or whatever you are targeting. आपको first clarity होनी चाहिए आपको क्या करना है. Second clarity होनी चाहिए आपको कि industry जो है, entire industry, not just one company, वो आपसे क्या expect कर रही है, क्या responsibility वो आपसे कराना चाहते हैं. थर्ड क्लैरिटी यू नीड इज स्किल्स. मुझे क्या स्किल चाहिए इन सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज को करने के लिए. when you know that, you can mention these skill in your resume and you'll obviously get an interview call. The fourth is, although you asked three, but still I'll give you a fourth one as well. And fourth is they don't prepare for interview. Everyone is like, when I get an interview call, then I'll start to prepare for an interview, and it's already way too late. If you're preparing after you get an interview call, it's way too late already. So start from the day that you are looking for a job. Distribute your time. Say कि ठीक है 15 minute on job search, 15 minute on a skill, could be like upgrading myself or something, 50 minute on interview preparation, 50 minute could be on depending on technical interview है या case interview है, whatever their like a specific interview, however their hiring process was. So these are the three biggest
बिग
mistakes that
मिस्टेक.
people make. If they can get clarity and idea कि ये कैसे करना है, they'll get a job.
Yeah, I think that would be the really key factor. So I'm just summarizing. So you're saying approach. So it is a job approach or people approach towards the looking for a job. Then clarity is the one thing, and preparation of interview, that would be the third thing I would say. So these three things people
Right.
has to work on to get better opportunity for everything. Correct. I think that would be
Yeah, right. Very
really
true.
awesome, really awesome. इसमें और एक फैक्टर आई वांट टू से कि पीपल अभी ये तीनों फैक्टर अगर किसी ने एक्वायर कर लिया एंड दे कैन नो कि अभी ये तीन फैक्टर है, क्या स्टेप्स होने चाहिए पीपल पीपल के फ्रॉम फ्रॉम द प्रोफेशनल टू गेट इन अ राइट कंपनी और राइट एनवायरमेंट. बिकॉज मैंने अभी देखे बहुत सारे लोग देखे कि वो क्या करते हैं कि जस्ट बड़ी कंपनी देखी अप्लाई कर दिया बट दे डिडंट सी कि जॉब प्रोफाइल क्या है. सो नॉट ओनली द कंपनी बट जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन, बिकॉज हमें अगर पूरा 100% जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन अगर इट्स मैचिंग then I think there will be not an growth opportunity in that company, because हमें हमें थोड़ा तो 60-40% तो शेयर रखना चाहिए, कि 60% इन मैचिंग एंड 40% इज आई थिंक दैट वी कैन एक्वायर इन आफ्टर गोइंग टू दैट रोल. सो ऐसा अप्रोच होना चाहिए, या 100% जॉब मैचिंग वुड बी एन अप्रोच. व्हाट
Yeah.
यू से?
No, no, I agree with you. If you take your 100% qualified, you have all these skills that they are looking for, then I'm already overqualified who, and it will lead to bad places. You will not learn anything new. You will get bored really soon. You'll start to look for a job within 3, 6, maybe 1 year max. So approach should be here. I'm going to apply or I'm going to target a profile or a job where I could be a between 50 to 70% match. The basic skill I know, but there are a lot of growth opportunity in terms of learning. When you keep on learning more and more things, you improve a lot. So that should be your approach, where I agree with you 100%.
Oh, okay. That would be really awesome. And one question in my mind is, I'm in right company, right environment, and I'm in the right location also. So I don't want to leave that company, but मुझे उसी कंपनी में
Right.
प्रमोशन चाहिए. सो उसमें उसमें क्या गलती होती है लोगों की, और व्हाट दे फेल की से कि अ, ये हमें करके ये स्टेप लेके वी कैन गेट दैट जॉब, दैट वी कैन से राइट पोस्टिंग, और वी कैन से जॉब प्रमोशन एज वेल. सो इसमें इसमें क्या कहना है आपका?
So, right, if you're satisfied with the job that you do, if you're satisfied with the company that you're in, if you're satisfied with the location and all, and you want some sort of a promotion or a salary hike, then you should follow there has actually been a research on this, and they came up with a pie solution. So they divided it in three terms, like for performance, like how hard you work. Then there was how many people know you, and the third was what people think about you or what is their exposure towards you. So the performance, which is like working really well, accounted for 10% only. How many people know you or who you know, like the exposure part of it was for like around either 20% or 30% or something. And the bigger piece of the pie went to like what people think about you, what sort of a brand you have, what sort of a personal brand you have in everyone's mind, and also to some fact on social media. So, what approach they should take? I would say that they should be some of the best performer. And second, in terms of if they're targeting a leadership type of promotion, here I'm working as like an on individual contributor, ठीक है, but I want to target team lead, manager, or something like that. Then they should try and take initiative. If they can take something new and build on it, or they can take initiative to develop a project or do anything that is related to their profile. So taking initiative is a great way to show leadership skill. Also, always make sure that you are writing all of the things that you do. If you have a like detailed list or a detailed report, like this is my to-do list for this date. Let's say today is 12 or 13, for that date and for tomorrow and then day after and then day after. So when you sit at a table and when you negotiate those terms in terms of promotion, in terms of like salary hike and all, it is difficult to quantify what you have done for the company. When they ask you, okay, tell me what you have done, or tell me like what your work is or how you contribute and all. So when you have that document, that piece of paper, not just a piece of paper, I would say a diary or something, then it would be really easy to tell them exactly what are the things that you are involved in, how you're providing value, how you've been, what your KPI looks like, and so on. So KPI is key performance index. Although the HR will also have that, but still, when you document the things that you do, when you build your brand in front of the people, these two things are more than enough to get you any sort of a promotion or hike that you are looking for. third thing would be to, if in case it is a leadership thing, then you have to take initiative and do something. So that is also like, okay, this person is trying to do something new. So people notice that the leadership people or the seniors of that particular company will notice that this person is trying something. Let's give him or her a chance.
Okay, okay, fine. One part is only left is a career branding.
Right.
क्वेश्चन ये है कि करियर ब्रांडिंग होता क्या है, एंड व्हाई पीपल डू दैट करियर ब्रांडिंग, कि क्या क्या दे विल बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट if they get personal career branding in their company or in a LinkedIn, or what do you think कि क्या उसमें people will
Right.
get from it?
So, career or personal branding is kind of a backbone for your career. That's what I will say. It's kind of a backbone to many things, including how people perceive you in your own company. Second, how easy it is for you to network with other people. Third would be how easy it is to get referrals, how easy it is to get a new job, how easy it is to leave your job and start something new, how easy it is to get business for your company. So, all of these things where you have to communicate or do anything with other people, your career branding, your personal branding will be like one of the major contributor to your success. Especially, I would say not on Instagram, but 100% on LinkedIn. That is kind of a like a virtual world for our corporates. So if you have a good personal brand there, if you have good people that are connected with you there, whatever you do, your personal branding is going to help you. Other than your own individual task, you have to perform something. Even if you struggle to do something, you can easily reach out to a lot of people and they can help you directly. So every almost everything that you will do will be a play for the personal or career brand. So that is how I would put it. That is why it is so important in these days to do that.
Okay,
It will also help in hiring a lot. If you have a great personal brand, people want to work with you. You just have to post about one thing, I'm hiring, and that's end of your entire hiring process.
oh, is I think one more question
Right.
in the career branding is, what will be our personal branding statement if everybody says कि आपका एक personal branding statement होना चाहिए, and how people can think on that, and how they can build that statement.
Right. So, although I think different, I don't think you need a certain statement to define you or define what you do, but idea is to communicate how you provide value with your skills. So, let's say you are like building something, you are a programmer, or you are into finance, or you are into HR, or you are into something else. So, when you talk about that again and again and again and again, people start to recognize you as an expert. Okay, Sahaj is talking about job search, about resume, about interview, about salary negotiation again and again and again. And they will each and every day they'll find one, two things that they do not know about. And then again, and then again, and then again. What this will do, people will start to consider you as an expert. So that is something that you should focus on rather on defining a statement. He, I am a job search consultant. I can help you with job. That will naturally happen when you try to focus on providing value instead of trying to define a statement. That's what a lot of people try and do, and majority of them I'll so what I mean to say is कि instead of creating a statement first, कि, okay, this is my statement, this is what I believe I am, and I'm going to try and define this through different things. Idea is to just start and let people define that thing. Let people tell other people कि this is what he does. When that will happen, that will become your major what do we say statement, rather than you creating a statement and building or basing your personal brand on top of it. So there's a minor difference, but it will lead to very major different results. So idea is to focus on the work that you do, on providing the value, on connecting with the right people, on helping a lot of people with your skill, rather than thinking of a statement and then creating your personal brand around that particular statement. uh, Make your personal brand around your skills, around the work that you do. Let people make statement about you.
Okay, I think that would be a very nice idea, I would say, because if I made a statement and people say ki it is just a statement, instead of that, you have to play around your skills, you have to play around your expert areas, and then people can think, "Arey, you are looking at as an
Exactly.
expert in that area." So that would be, I think, nice idea.
Right.
Really appreciated, really appreciated.
Right.
And one more, I think
Thank you.
we are towards the end of the session, I think. So what will be the step
Right.
person can take or professional can take in personal branding? What three or four things you can suggest to the people that would be the your primary step to the personal branding? I would not say कि it कि वो पूरा आपका personal branding बन जाएगा.
Right. So I was saying how you can build your personal brand. So first of all, you should get a clarity on what are the things that you want to do, what are the things that you want to talk about, because personal branding is a long term thing. It will not happen. You cannot become a brand within one day, and it will take a great amount of effort. But the starting step is to try and connect with the people who talk about similar things. That is the first thing that you need to do. The second thing that you need to do is engage with those people. Comment on their post, like on their post, invite them to comment on your post, try to exchange all of these things. The third thing that you should try and do is create content. If you cannot do it every day, then you should at least try to do it every other day, or twice a week, or thrice a week, whatever is best for you at that particular time. So these are the three most important steps. The fourth would be to help the newcomers in your industry, to help people who need any sort of expertise, or to answer their question that are based on your skill that you can help them with. So these are the four very basic steps that you have to try and focus on. Other than that, in your subconscious mind, try to think that all I want to do is create value for every each and every person who is going to read my content. So that you should be your primary objective. When you do that, people tends to like you. When you are providing value, they will appreciate you, they will thank you, they will, if the things that you teach, they will try it. If they're working for you, they'll reach out and tell you ki Sahaj, I tried what you said and it worked for me. Then you can talk about, let's see, this person tried that, you can also try it, it will also work for you. And that is how you will get to that particular situation where people will start to accept you as someone who is an authority in that certain industry with those certain skills. So that is what you want to try and do. And start is very simple: to connect with the right people, to comment on the right post, to invite other people to engage on your post, to create content every other day, or every day, or every 2 3 days, and then to make sure that your content is providing value and not talking about, like, right.
Yeah.
So I was saying that don't like focus on creating value. Don't get into the kind of getting likes and comments sort of a thing. They're not going to build you as an authority. The people who really matter, the people who have great clarity and idea on thing, will never be in your favor if you try to spam people. What majority of the people will try and do is they'll create fake stories, or they'll post things like, dear recruiter, please hire a fresher because you are also a fresher. So these type of thing can get you a good amount of like and comment, but they will never build your personal brand. They will never help you project or create a better product show or build yourself as an authority. Majority of the people are not going to respect you as well. So don't get into dear HR this or dear recruiter or give fresher a chance or any sort of a fake emotional stories that people tends to create on LinkedIn, because way too many people are trying to do that. So don't get into it. Try to focus on creating value for your readers. Once you do that, you will automatically build your personal brand even if you don't know how to do it.
Okay, I think that would be the really nice comment because अभी अगर आप लिंक्डइन में देखेंगे सो पीपल विल ऑलवेज सी कि जो इमोशनल बैंडिंग करने की लोग चेक करते हैं कि इमोशनली अगर मैंने कुछ किया है तो दे विल ओनली गेट द लाइक्स बट नॉट द पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग एंड इट
Right.
okay. So I think
Right.
we are at the just last of the our session. So what will be the one comment or one guidance to you
One statement in one line. So I would say don't look for a job, try and find or connect with the right people that will help you get the job. And second, build your personal brand. It will help with everything that you can imagine. It will help you getting in best of the best company, best of the best salaries, best of the best people, best of the best product, and everything that you are looking for in the corporate world. So focus on personal branding. It is going to do everything for you.
okay, okay. Thanks a lot for sharing this with us.
Happy to do.
And
Thank you so much, man.
thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. It's been really great.